My daughter's imaginary online friend turned out to be her biological mother, who gave her up for adoption 12 years ago. We adopted Maya when she was 8 months old, and she's known since she was young that she was adopted, though the details were always kept age-appropriate and gentle. She never showed much interest in her biological parents growing up, content with our family exactly as it was. About 6 months ago, I noticed Maya spending more time than usual on her tablet, always quickly minimizing whatever she was doing whenever I walked into the room. When I asked about it, she mentioned casually that she'd made a new online friend through a drawing app, someone who liked the same art style she did. I didn't think much of it initially. Kids make online friends through shared hobbies constantly these days. And Maya seemed happy, even more talkative than usual after these conversations. Still, something about her quickness to close the app whenever I approached started nagging at me over the following weeks. I mentioned my concerns to my husband, who suggested we simply ask Maya directly about her online friend rather than snooping through her device without her knowledge. When we asked, Maya described her friend vaguely. Someone kind, someone who asked a lot of questions about her life, her school, her family. Normal enough on the surface, but something about the description felt slightly too personal for a random stranger met through a drawing app. I asked to see some of their conversations, framing it as normal parental oversight rather than suspicion. Maya hesitated before showing me, and reading through the messages, my stomach tightened almost immediately. The questions weren't random curiosity. They were specific, asking about Maya's birthday, whether she liked her adoptive parents, whether she ever wondered about her biological family. I decided to look more carefully into who this person actually was before jumping to conclusions or panicking Maya unnecessarily. I found the account's profile, sparse details, a vague profile picture, nothing immediately identifying. I reached out through the platform's support system, requesting information given my concerns as a parent. While waiting for a response, I noticed something else. The account had once, briefly, used a slightly different username before changing it, one that included a partial name matching details we'd received years ago during Maya's adoption paperwork, a name we'd never shared with Maya directly. I sat with that discovery for a long, unsettling moment before deciding to pursue it further through our adoption agency, instead of confronting the account directly. Our caseworker, after reviewing what we'd found, confirmed cautiously that the details matched Maya's biological mother, someone who had apparently been searching for information about Maya for the past several years. We arranged a supervised call with the caseworker present before allowing any direct confirmation to Maya herself. Maya's biological mother, when reached properly through official channels, explained she'd found Maya's social media presence through a mutual connection and hadn't known how else to approach reconnecting after being told years earlier that direct contact wasn't something we as adoptive parents wanted at the time, a boundary that had actually never been communicated accurately to her. We sat down with Maya together, explaining everything honestly, at a level appropriate for her age, letting her process the information at her own pace rather than either hiding it further or overwhelming her all at once. She was confused initially, then curious, eventually asking if she could actually meet her. We arranged a proper, supervised meeting a few weeks later, everything handled transparently through professionals rather than secretly online. Maya's biological mother cried within minutes of seeing her. 12 years of wondering finally answered in person rather than through anonymous messages sent from behind a screen. Maya has a cautious, developing relationship with her now, always within boundaries. We've sat together as a family, prioritizing her comfort above anything else. What started as an unsettling mystery slowly became something more complicated, but ultimately meaningful, handled the right way once we finally understood what we were actually looking at.